FPV stands for first person view. Basically, this means that pilots of FPV drones see what the drone sees. The immersive goggles and the fast response of the controller allows the pilot to perform tighter and quicker maneuvers than a traditional drone that we're used to. The traditional drone you're probably used to is something like the DJI Mavic Pro. That drone can also actually be considered FPV because most pilots look at the screen, but what you're seeing is the camera that's attached to a gimbal on the Mavic Pro, which you can control and move around. So sometimes the camera on the DJI Mavic Pro might be looking somewhere else while you fly the drone in a different direction. So in the end, the real main difference between an FPV drone that can fly in acrobatic mode is that it's not being controlled by its GPS location. The DJI Mavic Pro or the DJI Mavic series, all of the DJI drones, they also have a lot of features because of the sensors on the drones that allow them to return to home by themselves when disconnected, avoid obstacles, it can hover in place. Essentially, the traditional drones we're used to now from DJI, they can fly by themselves. An FPV drone that can fly in acro mode doesn't have any of those sensors. Maybe it will have a GPS tracker, but it's just so you can find where the drone is after it's crashed. Also, if it gets disconnected from your goggles and remote controller, it's just gonna fall from the sky and crash, and then you have to go find it. And there's no obstacle avoidance sensors on an FPV drone that's flying in acro mode. So hopefully this explains it a little bit more. Both drones are used for very different purposes, so you should definitely know which type of drone you've chosen before you buy it.